I think the better question is, what was the person smoking who wrote the Lesser Key of Solomon? And may I have some, please, sir? Thank you. Interesting. Is there any name of a Canaanite deity that was the same in the demonology that you can recall? Yeah. And the last time that I browsed, literally breezed through the Lesser Key of Solomon was around a year ago. And I noticed that there were, let's say, 3 names that I noticed that were just Canaanite deities demonized. I decided after I saw this comment to go take a look and see if I saw any more. Y'all, I guess my knowledge is going boop, 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 boop. Because this time around, I noticed like 5 different deities. I'm not even counting, but around 5 different deities. And I want to go through with you because the hilariousness, the hubris of it all, is some of those names are just Baal it's Baal, just a different name of Baal. Immediately, right off the bat, the first one is Baal, spelled Bael. And if you're not familiar, Baal, Bel, they are the same god, different emanations because they have different cults that follow them. Bel is started in Mesopotamia, but eventually becomes Baal. Baal just becomes a name for Lord, but incorporated in that is just the assumption that it has to do with Baal. So they've taken Baal, and this is what they say. The first principal spirit is a king ruling in the east called Baal. He maketh thee go to invisible. Ooh. He ruleth over 66 legions of infernal spirits. He appeareth in divine shapes, something like a cat, something like a toad, and sometimes like a man, and sometimes all these forms at once. He speaketh hoarsely. This is character which is used to be worn as a layman before him who called him forth, or else he will not do thee homage. Give me a break. If you knew Baal at all, he's just not an evil god. And I'm not saying he's not capable of doing the dirty, getting the deed done. Of course he is. But he is absolutely not some kind of evil, malevolent spirit. If anything, he's called magnanimous in the Ugaritic text. So he's just a benevolent, good, fun-loving god who brings the rains. Who doesn't love a rain bringer? I mean, come on. Here's the next one. Okay, I'm actually really glad we're doing this because I'm gobsmacked. Berith is the next one. Berith. I think this might sound familiar to some of you. Just listen. The 28th spirit in order as Solomon bound them is named Berith. He is a mighty great and terrible duke. He hath 2 other names given to him by men of later times. Baal, Bolfrey. So this is Baal, the first one that we looked at. Baal. Okay, so it's just another name of Baal, but this one has a completely different attitude and spectrum of workings. Okay. He appeareth in the form of a soldier with red clothing, ride upon a red horse, and having a crown of gold upon his head. He giveth true answers, past, present, and to come. Thou must make a use of a ring in calling him forth, as is before spoken of regarding Beleth. He can turn all metals into gold. He can give dignities and can confirm them unto men. He speaketh with a very clear and subtle voice. He governeth 26 legions of spirits. That is the first god, Baal, that we just talked about, but now he is a completely different behavior. Okay. Oh, if that name Berith did not sound familiar to you, in the Bible is mentioned Baal Berith with the title Baal, Lord Berith, and that's just Lord of the Covenant. That's what it means. It's a different attestation of Baal at a different location, just like there was like Yahweh of Teman and Yahweh of Samaria. It's just same God, different name. Cults are probably similar, but they're different. Why? This one, this is the one that first pissed me off when I looked at it last year. Astaroth, Astaroth. Astaroth. Just wait till, if you don't know who that is, just wait. The 29th spirit is Astaroth. He, you goddamn motherfucker, you fucking He is a mighty strong duke, and appeareth in the form of a hurtful angel, riding on an infernal beast like a dragon, and carrying in his right hand a viper. Thou must in no wise let him approach too near unto thee, lest he do thee damage by his noisome breath. Oh my God. This is fantastical. Wherefore the magician must hold the magical ring near his face, and that will defend him. He giveth true answers of this past, present, and to come, and can discover all secrets. He will declare wittingly how the spirits felt if desired, and the reason of his own fall. He can make men wonderfully knowing all liberal sciences. Oh, okay. He ruleth 40 legions of spirits. Okay. His seal is this, which wear thou as a layman before thee, or else he will not appear, nor yet obey thee, etc. First off, if you didn't notice, Astaroth is not a he. If you couldn't tell just by Astaroth is actually Astarte or Ishtar or Astarte, depending who you want to call her, whatever tribe you're from, because Astarte is in Canaan, Ishtar is from Mesopotamia, and Astarte is, I believe, Roman, and then eventually Astarte and Anat become combined to become Atargatis. So these are very important female deities. I mean, I guess if you want to take a female and turn them into a man and make them evil, I don't know. If you can control them, why are they like? I don't mean to make fun of people who practice this. I'm sorry if I'm making fun of people. I'm not trying to. I don't understand because I can see where they originate from. And I just don't understand why you wouldn't just simply talk straight to Astarte herself or Anat herself. Anyway, okay, sorry, off track. So Astaroth is, in fact, a weaponization of the name. The name is Astarte or Astarte. And what they did is added Bochette to the name. And I don't understand how exactly it works, but they combined shame with Astarte and they got Astaroth. And then eventually somebody takes that demonized female name and turns it into a male duke spirit. Okay, let's see what else we find. Okay, this one is interesting. I figured I'd mention it. Balaam, Balam. Now, we do know of Balaam in the Bible and also in extra biblical sources of a priest of Baal or a priest of El, but that was a man. So they just taken that name and turned them into some weird, powerful spirit. Moving along. This one's interesting. I don't know for sure. It's spelled Zagan, Zagon. There is a deity known as Dagon, who is Baal Hadad's supposed actual father. So I don't know if Zagon is supposed to be demonized Dagon. Don't know. I'm running out of time. The last one is Belial. And from what I remember, Belial in the Bible is just the personification of evil. So that one I could almost see makes sense, taking evil incarnate and turning it into a malevolent spirit, a demon, what have you. That one to me makes sense. The other ones, again, there are different iterations of gods. So just because one person's worshiping Yahweh one way doesn't mean the next person is. Similarly with these spirits, with these gods. So I do understand taking the different names and making them different spirits, but not really, because again, they all link back to the original Baal or whatever. Did that make any sense? The last thing I wanted to talk about, but I'm running out of time, was the Seal of Solomon and it being transformed into now the Star of David. But the Seal of Solomon was used by, I think, many groups, not just Jewish. And it was even on buildings as decorations. And that might even be where the symbol came from or the seal came from. Anyway, did I answer any questions?